I'm a financial planner. I started with Interview Connections beginning of this year and had a really quick win. I think 3 episodes in, the host became a client right after we were done. We got off recording and they said, "Okay, so we were serious. We really like what you had to say. How do we make this official?" And that alone made the investment worth it and everything else. I've worked with Amelia, who is amazing, and I know she's on here, and I could probably spend the rest of the time talking about how awesome she is. But with her help, we've worked through kind of 3 different one sheets over time. I get bored really easily, and so talking about the same subjects on a podcast 6 or 8 times, by the eighth time, I want to change the subject a little bit and take a slightly different approach, or maybe go to a different podcast, even if it's the same type of conversation. And so we've iterated on that. Just had a session, I think, last week where we just brainstormed with another person on my team. And every time we make a change, it's exciting, and we get on a different type of audience. And we have done, I think, pretty good job of leveraging then the podcast, created one page or ebooks that people can download that talk about the subject. So for instance, I went on some parenting podcast, talked about how to talk to your kids about money. And then we have a dollarsandkids.com, which is a ebook that people can download on how to talk to kids about money. And so having that all work together, all that stuff came out because I was talking to Amelia and talking through what's worked and what hasn't. All those things have been great. The last thing that I'll say quickly is the best thing that has come out of this has been actually when I get a prospective client who, no matter where they came from, I always follow up with a episode that I think is relevant, that they liked, or that they would like. And just 2 weeks ago, I had someone call me up. I never met them before. They said, "I found your website, listened to some podcast. I feel like I know you really, really well, so I'm ready to hire you. Let me tell you about me." And that is a complete 180 from a normal sales process, because now they get to know you, they understand what you're saying, and it's not in a salesy way, because I'm not saying here's what you should. I'm not trying to sell you. I'm just talking the conversation with the host, and you get to be authentic and hear what works. So with all that, I think it's been awesome so far, and we've had a lot of great wins, and it's been a lot of fun.